thought our family tradition was normal. Now I know the disgusting truth. For as long as I can remember, every Friday night my father took me down to the beach to look at the waves. Some families have weird traditions. Mine was no different. I never really understood why. We didn't follow any other routines with the rest of the family. We barely even ate meals in the same room. But regardless of the weather or conflicts or any other excuses, at exactly 7 o'clock, my father would always drive me, and only me, down to the beach to look at the waves. That habit became more sacred than religion and almost more important than school. We never missed a Friday, not one single time. My earliest memories of these trips were positive. We had a puppy, a German Shepherd named Lola. That dog loved nothing more than to chase me up and down the dirty sand dunes, jumping into the waves and splashing around like a maniac. Honestly, I loved it. But the older I got, the more Dad's weekly trips became a burden to my social life. I missed birthday parties. I missed just sitting at home after a long week of school and relaxing. When I was 13, a cute girl in the 8th grade asked to work on a project with me after school. Friday was the only day she could do it. I called my father up and begged him to change our beach day to Saturday. Just once I pleaded, just that week, but he just said no, come home, and hung up the phone. His curt response made me furious. I was not the type to disrespect my father, but at the same time I was a teenager. Hormones pumped through my veins. The idea of a big kid like me playing with his father at the beach seemed stupid and childish. I hated him for making me go. So for the first time in my life, I ignored my father's tradition and stayed at school until well past 6. Sadie and I were in the cafeteria putting the finishing touches on a diorama when the raspy voice of our principal kicked on through the loudspeakers. Matt Richardson, if you're in the building, please report to the principal's office immediately. I cursed. Sadie giggled a bit. I picked up my books and slammed them into my backpack, promising to see her Monday, as a powder keg of rage built up inside my gut. I paced the empty halls once or twice just to calm down, before I waltzed into the principal's office to find my father red-faced and furious. A perfect recipe for disaster. Get in the car, now! We have to go! He fumed and turned to the principal. Thank you, Bill, for the announcement. We're late for soccer practice. My father grabbed me by the collar the moment we left the office. Then he nearly sprinted out the door, dragging me with him. I felt humiliated. The time on the dash read 7:05. Soccer practice, Dad? I repeated when he got in the driver's seat. Really? We're lying about it now? My father swerved the car backwards and gunned it through the empty lot. How many times have I told you? He shouted. 7 o'clock, every Friday. We have to be there. This is very important, Matthew. Why would you disobey me? I wanted to scream back. I wanted to ask him why. Why? Who the hell cares if we miss one beach day? Who cares if we go at all? Was it really that important to the old man that we spend time together? But I've spent my whole life asking these questions, gaining nothing in response. It's tradition, he would say. Tradition is important. Sadie's pretty face and features lit up in my mind. She would probably forget me by the end of the weekend. She would probably end up dating somebody else. The rage and hormones coincided to build up inside my stomach like a powder keg. I wanted to hit him. I wanted to hit him and make him realize what he had done to me. But I reached out and slammed my fist against the car window instead. The glass shattered all over my knuckles. Warm blood ran over my fingertips. My father's angry expression turned pale. Keep your hand inside, he snapped. We're almost there. We arrived at the beach in the pouring rain and parked by the old prison. My father cut the engine and nearly jumped out of his seat and into the rain. He had one of those flip phones back then, the type that got the service too far away from the towers. He danced around dramatically trying to find a signal to place a call. You should have fucking listened to me, Matthew, he ranted. Why didn't you listen to me? The cell beeped unsuccessfully. My father nearly chucked it before he grabbed me by the shoulders and shook. I felt tears well up in my eyes. I know I was too old to be crying. I knew I looked like even more of a baby now, but it scared me to see my father so angry. He never cursed at me. He never shook me. My dad was the type of guy to offer a pat on the back and warm conversation as reassurance. He never acted this way. I pushed him back. I pushed him so hard he fell down to the floor and smacked him elbow on the concrete. Then I stood over him like there was more coming. I don't know what made me do it. I wanted to show him that he was not the only man in the house. I wanted to show him I could take care of myself. But my actions had the opposite effect. My father didn't respect me. He looked terrified. He looked at me like I was an animal. He looked like he didn't recognize me anymore. I started to cry again. My father still held the phone up to his ear from the ground. The fear vanished from his face as a dial tone sounded. Relief flooded in as a responded deep voice on the other end. He nodded, said okay, then hung up. Then he looked up at me and scooted away. I'm sorry, son, but you just have to trust me, he whispered. These trips are important. I wiped a few tears from my eyes and stuck out my hand. Sure, Dad. I sniffled while helping him up. I'm sorry. My father returned to the car to pull some bandages from his glove box. He carefully wrapped the ends around my knuckles. I protested for him to be careful.